Arthur Frederick Goode III was born on March 28, 1954 in Hyattsville, Maryland. He was executed on April 5, 1984, at the age of 30 years old, at the Florida State Prison, in Rayford, Florida, for the murder of 9-year-old Jason VerDow, and had already received a life sentence for the murder of Kenneth Dawson. Goode was borderline mentally retarded, and began to show the behavior of a pedophile in his teenage years, and got into trouble with the law at an early age. In 1975, Goode was sentenced to 5 years of probation, under the condition of psychological treatment, at Spring Grove Hospital Center, in Baltimore, for the molestation of a boy aged 9 years old, and one of 11 years old. Goode admitted himself to the treatment for several days, but left the institution, and went to Cape Coral, Florida, where his parents had moved. On March 5, 1976, Goode happened upon 9-year-old Jason VerDow in Cape Coral, Florida, and lured him into the woods, abused and then strangled him. He then traveled back to Baltimore, where he abducted 10-year-old Billy Arths, and took him to Washington, D.C. There he abducted 11-year-old Kenneth Dawson, and took both boys with him on a bus trip to Falls Church, Virginia, where he murdered Dawson with Arths being present. Goode was arrested by police after a woman recognized Billy Arths. On being arrested, Goode told the officers, "You can't do nothing to me. I'm sick." Goode's father described him as crazier than hell and dumber than a box of rocks. A jury in Maryland found him sane and guilty of murder, and gave him a life sentence. He also received a trial in Florida for the murder of Jason VerDow, and was sentenced to death on March 21, 1977. Goode admitted to being a pedophile, and to slaying the 2 boys, but saw his actions as some kind of protest against society. He also said that if pedophiles were punished less strictly, they wouldn't need to hide by murdering their victims. Arthur Goode was killed by electrocution on April 5, 1984. During an interview, he joked with reporters and had no remorse for the killing of the young boys.
I believe that every time there's an execution, there's a message sent. That message is sent to the person who might, like Arthur Goode, be inclined to take another human being's life, that if you do that, that you're placing your own life at serious risk. I believe that we've now reached the point that the rights of the public are going to be respected, the rights of the public to have their laws enforced, and to expect that the deterrent effect of the death penalty will be meaningful.